We all know the main ways to get Primogems: daily commissions, Spiral Abyss, events, and even more if you take a look at my Saving Primogems videos. However, there are some ways of getting Primogems in Genshin Impact that aren't as well known. In fact, dare I say, they're rare. So rare in fact that, in some cases, you're never going to be able to obtain them at all. And that's what I'm going to be going over in today's video. Today I'm going to be going over 7 of the rarest ways to get Primogems. Let me know down in the comments below if you knew about any of these methods, if you didn't know, or if you've even had the chance to get any of these Primos for yourself. With that being said, and in no particular order, let's get started. In the 2.2 livestream in 2021, Genshin Impact announced that they would be collabing with Razer, introducing Genshin-themed gaming gear to Razer's lineup. While they completely missed an opportunity in giving players a free Razer with this collab, if you bought any of these Genshin Impact-themed Razer products, you would get in-game rewards, including Primogems. The Primogem rewards for buying each of the products are as follows: the Genshin Impact mouse, 200 Primos, the Genshin Impact mouse mat, 30 Primos, and the huge Paimon gaming chair, 500 Primos. I mentioned this one first because I actually managed to snag one of these for myself in 2023 as a birthday gift. I thought I'd show you what this looks like, since it's one of the only methods on this list that I actually managed to get Primogems from. It's now the mouse I use for editing and for my PC in general, and the Primogem code comes with some lovely Paimon arts. Say what you want about Paimon, but it's a nice touch. Yeah, so a Genshin Impact phone exists. Multiple, actually. 3, in fact. Yeah, I know. There are 3 types of Genshin Impact phones. Let's go through all of them in order of release. In 2021, again during the 2.2 livestream, it was announced that Genshin and OnePlus would be collabing in creating a Sucrose-themed phone in China to celebrate her birthday. I could go into detail about all the different things this phone has to offer, but we're here for one thing, and one thing only right now. In-game Genshin Impact Primogems. How many in-game Primos would you be rewarded if you were to buy this phone? This whole phone, and all the accessories that come along with it. The amount of Primogems you'll be earning by buying this phone is 1,000 Primogems. In 2022, it was announced that Genshin Impact and OnePlus were going to be collaborating again to make another phone. This time, it would be a hotel-themed phone. This is honestly my favourite design out of all 3 phones we're talking about in this section, but I digress. If you bought this phone, again, you would be awarded 1,000 Primogems, not including any other in-game rewards. Finally, there's yet another Genshin Impact phone that's been released fairly recently. At that, this time it was released in Korea, and it's a Garnu-themed phone. However, this time it's not a OnePlus collab, it's a Samsung collab. The Garnu theme comes in both a Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4 and a Galaxy Buds 2 Pro. Surprisingly enough though, while doing my research, I couldn't actually find if this one gives any in-game rewards, let alone Primos, if you buy it. I just thought I'd mention it in case I got comments saying, "You didn't mention the new Garnu phone." Let's take it down a notch and let's talk about a free way to potentially get a ton of Primos, or at least a Welkin. If you're on social media platforms such as Twitter or Instagram, you'll notice that sometimes people host Welkin giveaways or Genesis Crystals giveaways. Even Hoyoverse themselves host competitions on HoYoLab that do reward Primogems to their winners. These giveaways and contests are incredibly popular, with posts getting tens and hundreds, maybe even thousands of submissions. It's honestly kind of intimidating, and understandably, it may feel pointless trying to win from any one of these giveaways given the vast amount of people who enter them. But the truth is that everyone has an equal chance of winning, especially you. Cheesy, but true. When I did my fair share of Welkin giveaways back last year on my Twitter, some winners would DM me saying something along the lines of, "Oh my god, I've never won any of these before, this is so unexpected," which is absolutely beautiful, pure, wholesome. So try your luck and see what happens. Trying and not winning is better than not trying at all. Sometimes Genshin Impact themselves will host events or put up landmarks in certain locations in the world. As for me, I've been to 2. One of them was the giant Genshin waypoint in London. This one didn't give any primos, At least they didn't when I went. The second one, however, was to see the giant Paimon floaty, which was also in London. This regional event had the potential to give you some Primogems. Let me explain. You see, alongside this giant floating Paimon, they were hosting a competition all the way on TikTok to accompany it. I'll let past me explain it. So apparently there's going to be a giant Paimon just floating through the River Thames. It's going to be happening from the 2nd to the 4th of October, and there is something similar happening in Singapore as well. They've got a little roadmap here for it, but also you can actually win Primogems from this. So I guess if you tag the Genshin Impact UK TikTok account on your TikTok and use the hashtag Endless Journey, you can win Primogems. In short, some IRL events give Primos and some don't. It just depends on how Hoyoverse are feeling that day. In 2022, it was announced that Genshin Impact would be collaborating with Cadillac, the luxury car company. Yeah, sure, alright. For this collab, Cadillac released 2 versions of their luxury cars, which were both designed with Genshin Impact characters in mind. More specifically, they made a Kazuha-themed car and a Beidou-themed car. Now, I'm not too sure how socially acceptable it would be to drive a Beidou-themed car in the midst of London, but I still want it. Like, look at the interior. Hello? Unlike the Samsung phone, you do get in-game rewards from buying these luxury cars. As if that's the only reason to buy a luxury car. If you buy either the Kazuha car or the Beidou car, you will receive a whopping 20,000 Primogems. Take that as you will, considering how expensive these cars go for. If you're not someone who's dedicated to the grind of 100%ing all of your exploration in Genshin Impact, chances are you're missing quite a few chests. And some of these chests are really hidden away, which is where places like TikTok comes in handy, because TikTok users will expose any secret if it means getting more Primogems. If you type in Genshin Impact secret chests in the search bar, you'll find tons of videos exposing these well-hidden secrets. This is by far the least rare method of this entire list, because you'll be able to get these at any point. However, this can't be said for the next and final method of this list, because it's the polar opposite of that. You may have actually got these Primos if you're somebody who started playing when Genshin Impact was first released, because this was a thing all the way back in the first version of the game. And it's all thanks to Klee. Back then there was a period of 5 days where Klee would send the traveller mail on the daily. And you guessed it, each letter had Primogems in it. 5 days straight. 5 days straight of Primos. The first letter had 200, the next 3 letters had 100, and then the last one had 200 again. I've put this as one of the rarest ways to get Primos because, as far as I'm concerned, this was a one-off thing. A one-off, unannounced thing where a character gave you Primos in the mail for 5 days straight. Will Hoyoverse ever do that again? Probably not. The closest thing we have to this are the anniversary rewards, but I don't think there will ever be a time again in this game where a character sends us Primogems for seemingly no reason.